Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We are just getting ready here to put in our Meus Isokentic axles and install our 11 kilogram Endura servo. We've got a lay down servo mount for these axles, so that's going to be a huge upgrade. I see that I purchased this one with the standing servo bracket, so we're going to put that back into the bin. And we got our servo arm. If you want this truck, subscribe to win it. Once we hit 10,000, I'm going to pick one lucky winner to receive this vehicle. After that, we're going to continue to give away vehicles and more products. So please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get to the fun.
Oh yeah.
So I've already gone ahead and fixed the link that my son had accidentally broken. We're going to break into these axles right now. This should be a fairly quick install. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. Sometimes when you're doing this stuff, it does not. Because I am using flex blades, so I don't know if they'll fit these axles or not. But we're going to find out. So we got an aluminum servo mount, fairly lightweight. I'm just going to go ahead and weigh the front axles without the links, just because they haven't been put on yet. 93 grams for the front axle and 49 for the rear. So 98 grams with the servo mount. So the amount of steering that you get on these, as you can see inside there, you got two joints on the universal. So that's why it's able to get such a crazy amount of turning radius, as you can see here. Did I get a I must have got a servo mount from the MB18 kit, because now I have two servo mounts. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, sure, I will put that in. I guess we could have used that in the other kit. Well, you learn something new every day. Okay, so one of these was from the kit. Okay, that makes more sense. This was from the kit. So when you buy that MB18 kit, you get the lower links. Plus you get all the stainless steel on rod ends for the front axle. This is the one that came with this axle. So that $50 kit, that actually comes with a lot of stuff then. That's actually a really good deal. I gotta pay more attention. All right. So let's go ahead and get this stuff out. So that's the rear axle, the front axle. Okay. Oh, yeah, tons of grease in those. And they are a helical gear set. So that's cool. That's good. It's good to know. It's always interesting to find out what parts can coexist together. As I found in some of my models or some of the RCs, the axles, the parts don't fully combine 100%. So you either get like a rough running gear, or they just don't work at all. Sometimes they work, but not always. And that's the difference when you're using multiple third parties. Now, I don't want to put too much thread lock on these tiny screws, because they will strip out quite easily if I ever try to take them apart again. But being they were as loose as they were on the third member here, I'm still gonna use a little bit of thread lock. Now, this has quite a bit of space on this, so what I'm wondering is if this screw's even going to be long enough. No, it's not. So there's got to be some other screws in here somewhere. And I don't see any. Okay. So what I'm looking for is probably this length here. All right. Crisis averted. So we've got that installed. We can now go ahead and put the rest back together. Again, going to take and put the bearing in first. It's going to be a lot more difficult otherwise because this will be shifting all over the place and it's going to be hard to seat that bearing in otherwise. And I can see already that I've screwed up and put the wrong side into the wrong end. Perhaps I should finish my coffee. Good. I can feel a little bit of roughness in there, but not enough where it's going to be worrisome. So we're going to put this into the bag here, and we're going to save that for later, along with these shims. So I'll be able to use those on something else. Put those there for now. And now we need to build our... Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, so this is obviously for the stock one. And that's more or less going to be the longer one. Well, I've done it now, haven't I? Now when you're putting these eyelets in, it's good to know that the one side of the hole is a little bit bigger than the other. So always check for that side. And you won't have much problems putting them in. So now we get to play which size is the proper fit for the servo. So I guess what I'm going to do is I will put the servo on first and find out where that's going to lay. And then we will go from there. Just adjust all the screws on the knuckles. There we go. That's a little bit better. So I'm going to put it more centered, so should be like this. Should be good. Just like that. So the bolt that's actually going to screw into the Meus screw here is larger than this center slit here, so I'm gonna have to modify that a bit. Let's just see what I got here. That's not gonna work. Yeah. Probably have to use that drill bit. Yep. All right, we just opened it up just a tad. That should work now, I hope. like a glove. Okay, got our battery plugged in and we've chosen our correct model number. If you don't have one of these radio links, you can find these on sale for about $300 Canadian. Comes with everything. I got mine with the phone mount, which I'm also using right now. I've made a bracket to hold my phone over the workbench, which is really sweet. And it came with the strap, the case, and this one-handed thumbstick. But enough about that. So we're going to zero out the trim here. And we are going to now, got that zeroed out. Now we can go ahead and we can put our servo horn on there. That'll go into the pile of Ziploc baggies. You would be surprised at how much I use those, the leftover bags. I keep thinking I'm going to have to throw them out, but I end up finding uses for them. No, I'm not a drug dealer. So it looks as though the natural point where this arm wants to sit is middle. And actually that will give me a stronger amount of throw. Now I'm just going to pop that into place first before I thread lock it, and then we're going to give her a go. So that's not nearly enough throw, so we're going to try down lower, and then we'll play with the ends. All right, so going to endpoints, channel 1. Yeah, I had that way down. That was for a different axle. So that's max. That's 120 and 120. Just double checking to make sure we're not actually trying to kill the servo here. Double checking, make sure the servo is not heating up. Looks like it's twitching a little bit, but that looks like it's just my radio doing it. Nope, that's fine. So that's maximum. That's crazy town. So in actual fact, this axle turns further than my radio will allow it to turn, essentially. So that's interesting. Okay, well, we got that figured out, so now we can throw the truck back together. Whenever I take my drive shafts apart, I always put the drive pin into the shaft so it doesn't get lost. That way I don't have the issue later on. This pin is not wanting to go through. I wonder if there's some burrs in there. Oh, there we go. Every time something's machined, sometimes there's some burrs left over. Little pieces of metal. Alright, so there we go. I'm probably going to have to buy a different gear for that. Excuse me, I'm drinking my coffee. It's my channel. I can do what I want. So now the moment of truth. Oh, it's hard enough on 10th scale, but man, pain in the ass on this stuff. Well, looks like I've got some burrs down that hole. Down this top hole here. Right in the center of the top. Because actually that doesn't even look like it's going in straight at all. That makes sense. So this is not a straight pass. This is not a straight pass through here. This is going to take one bolt from this direction, one down on this direction, which is going to end up making it a V. So what do I have that's supposed to go in there like that? See, this is where it would have been nice if you have some sort of instruction with this type of thing, especially since it's not a normal build and it's not 100% obvious until you try to put it together. But that's why I'm here, right? It's like, I get to do all this work for you guys, so if you guys would end up watching this, you don't have to. The nice thing is that this actually comes equipped with its own riser. You guys, well, what's the riser do? Well, it changes your triangulation. So if you have a higher rod, what it'll do is it'll, when you're crawling it uphill, it tries to not allow the truck to sink in. So your suspension isn't going to collapse the same, and your truck won't squat when it's trying to climb. Oh. The reason why I like these speed tips too is if you're working on trucks this size, it's a lot easier to maneuver. So, you know, and it's faster. Alright, keep all these bags of bolts. Why organize when you can just build? Excuse me. Alright, so might help if I put the shocks in there, hey? Wasting so much time. Alright, now after we've finished screwing around there, we finally got that into place. We can go ahead and put the rest of this, string it up properly. Oh sure, you can get the wires through, but it comes to actually putting in the axles, it's a pain in the ass. Well, the nice thing is I don't really have to set up anything else. This is all going to be already done. So our finished product there looks like this. May want to readjust those shocks though. I don't know. Whatever. The idea is that we're done. All right, we got her back together. I got pin tires on here. I don't know if I'll keep them. I usually run a different tire on here. Right now I have them on my Meus because I'm waiting for 1.3s. So what I was using on the Meus were these wheels and these tires. These have an OGRC insert in them, which is pretty crazy. Got another set here. So this is what they look like. If you haven't seen those, I have a video on them. Check those out. They are ridiculously good, but they are specific to like a 70 mil tire, or what are these? The Swamp Claw 1-inch. I think it's a 70 mil or 68 or something like that. But those are pretty specific. They fit in these just perfect though. That's what I was running in this because I'm going to be running a 1.3 in here. But let's take a look at this and find out what we got going on here. So that's a fair amount of steering angle. Like that's good. I will need to get more overdrive. I need underdrive for the rear, but we'll test that later. All right, let's go drive her. All right, got her down on the course here. Let's give her a rip. Push that log out of the way. Yeah, there we go. So already I can tell the amount of steering is far better, which is going to be a game changer on this course. It's so tight. Yeah, it's navigating that turn a lot better. Once I get the underdrive in there, it'll be unstoppable. Drive going back up the hill. Oh yeah, look how tight that turns. Oh. Ooh, Nelly. She wants to go. There we go. It's the only issue on this course is the smaller tires really drag your belly on some of this rock. Because there's so many jagged edges, really gets hung up quite a bit. Now this is the glass of doom. So even these pin tires, they struggle on that really shiny wood. Gotta drive up on the side just to get over it. But these pin tires are phenomenal. Oh, I hooked my rear axle. Oh, that's not... Can we get over that just slowly? Yep, nice. There we go. Jagged rock hooked up the rear axle there. Love these Endura servos too. They're so strong. Really happy I got the lay down mount to fit it into this truck because otherwise it wasn't going to fit properly. And I did order some BBs. So we're going to be putting in like a synthesized mud pit on the course. Because I'd seen a lot of you guys, and by I mean you guys, I mean the guys in the Microcrawler Club, posting about that. And that was really intriguing. So I'm going to go ahead and put one of those in. To the other filming chair. Uh-oh. Looks like we've lost a mirror on one truck. Oop, scrape. Look at these pin tires just on this hill. Not every tire can do that. Well, guys, all in all, I'd have to say these axles are definitely worth it. They make the turning radius on this so much better, and even more so with the overdrive. You can totally just, like, you can literally feel it when you're steering, and that's not something I can say lightly. You really do feel it pull as much as it can. Just amazing. I'm gonna probably order another set for my other truck there, the Meus MB16. I'm probably gonna put a set on that because these are just phenomenal. I did buy these on sale on AliExpress. I think I paid 111 bucks. I think regularly they're about 136, but being it's a Canadian dollar, it fluctuates with the American price, and AliExpress is all in American, then it gets translated into whatever currency you are. So, that being said, amazing vehicle. Love it. It continues to get better and better. There's not too much more I can do to it. We got that heavy-duty lay-down servo in there. We got killer axles on there now. I might try and pick up a 1.3 of these, or I might just go back. I haven't decided on the tires yet, because I really do like those Swamp Claws with the OGRC inserts. They are pretty killer. If I can get something with the same tire diameter and width, that would be obviously the best. Then I could just throw on that other set, because I still have another set of those inserts. But yeah. But I think that's it for this episode, guys. I did edit about 2 hours off of it, so you're welcome. But until next time!
Careful, guys.